Alrighty, y'all, figured I better get to making this video about my bass boat and kind of just show you everything. This is not going to be the most in-depth review of the bass boat. Frankly, I don't think I've spent enough time in it yet to even fully review and give a full honest review of everything. I mean, right now I'm still in the honeymoon stage. I'm fishing it, I'm loving it, loving the fishing experience, getting on that trolling motor, you know, getting on that Yamaha 250 in the back. So this video is solely about just giving you guys a look at the boat, kind of the capacities and things like that. I will go into one more depth later on. I'll take out some rulers and tape measures and give you an idea of what you can expect size wise, all kinds of stuff. So let's get into this, just kind of reveal. I mean, you already know that I bought a Skeeter Zx250. This boat was one that I had been looking at all year, mainly because, you know, the price. I really like the price a lot. The price kind of fit with what I thought a new boat, good new boat with all the fixings should cost. And, you know, that really drove me towards Skeeter over some of the other brands. I like Phoenix, I like Bass Guy, I like them all, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, and Ranger too. But when the choice came down to make the decision between, okay, do I get a used boat or do I get the new boat right at the same kind of cost or close to the same cost, I elected to go with the new boat. I elected to go new simply because I didn't want a motor with tons of hours on it where I didn't have no idea what condition it was in. And you know, 300 hours to me, that's not a ton of hours, but a lot of the boats I was looking at were right about that range, and with only a couple of years of warranty still left on them. So I was kind of hesitant about that. I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get into the boat here. Up front there is tons of storage. I've got storage, rod storage on the left side of the boat and rod storage on the right side of the boat. Each one of these rod lockers will hold 9 rods. I mean, then you can stash stuff in and out. It's also got really nice kind of rod butt ends. I don't know what to call it, you know, handle ends down there to hold where your rods are at. So I really like that. I like how it layers them in there. These compartments are lit. There are lights in each one of them called courtesy lights on the side of the console there. The rod storage is kind of what I liked most about the Zx250, which I was really looking at because I was like, man, that's a perfect good starter boat right there. Plenty of motor, can get up to good speeds, cover water, but at the end of the day, I elected to go with this one, and the Zx250 and the Zx225 are pretty close to the same. The main thing I think I liked about the ZX series over even the FX series was this center rod locker. Now, Skeeter isn't the only one that has a center rod locker, and I can't say that I really like what they did with the ZX series for 2018. But I loved this one, and if I had the choice between 2018 and 2017, I personally, yeah, I'm a noob, but I like having this main center rod locker here. I'm gonna open it up and you can take a good look at it and everything. You'll see that I've got, again, 6 more areas to where I can store rods. So you've basically got 18 that you can store on the side, 6 more in there. Right there, you're at 24. Each one of those bottom ones in the larger lockers can store probably another rod. So you've probably got another 8 or so rods that you can store in there. So you've got holes down there that will accommodate 2 rods each. So that gives you another 8. So you can store roughly about 32 rods here. And then even if you wanted, you could strap more down here in your co-angler spot. But that's plenty. if you can't get it done with that, then it's not the arrow, it's the Indian kind of thing. In here, I really liked how the planos, which come with the boat, I really liked how the planos are slotted. That really drove me to this boat. That once I get them all labeled and everything, I can quickly grab what I want. And I just like it. I think it's sexy. I think the organization of it is sexy. Along the side, I've got bags of plastic. I'm using some just bags that I picked up at Home Depot to kind of store bags on the side. I've got one rod in here, that's my chatterbait rod, and that's it, guys. You know, I've still got some little things separated because, you know, still planning to fish kayak events. I still want to have my kayak set up intact. So the planos that came with the boat, I haven't quite used all of those. Continuing to move on. Got good storage over here. Woo, also got beef jerky too. I guess I can't film and eat beef jerky. This is the dilemma right now. I really want to eat some beef jerky. I'm eat beef jerky and film. Yeah, how I roll. I'm using this right now for miscellaneous knickknacks, beef jerky storage, very key. Just all kinds of different little plastics, rope, extra reel in there. Hot sauce, which is my boat cleaner that I use every time I take the boat off the water. I wipe it down and get those hard water spots off of there. Extra line, extra hooks, just a kind of a junk box for me. I want to leave at least one in the rear for my co-anglers. Let's go up to the front up there. Up at the front, you'll see I've got a Minn Kota 4 Trex and an HDS 9 Touch Gen 3. Standard between the Zx250 and the Zx225 or HDS 9s. That's what you get with this boat. A lot of good things standard. A 112 4 Trex, not a 101, standard, both boats. I've also got really good tool storage right there, right in my step zone. I like this for sitting. This area is nice. Sit here, rig up. Got the Skeeter Pro rule, very nice, very strong, sturdy. Tool compartments on both sides right there, so you can put pliers and all that. Day box. This day box is a little flimsy. That's kind of, I think, a downfall to this. That's one thing that I've noted. Looking from here back, I've got my camera already set up on here. It's going to be good for some good running, some good Potomac runs and all that. I already got some good footage of me doing that. And so just in case you're wondering, this was color option F. It does not have a hydraulic jack plate. Oh well. Let's switch around. And well, I guess while I'm here, I'll just kind of get a little closer, eat some beef jerky. And the dash is pretty clean, I think. I like a lot of the trim, like the steering wheel. It's got a good grip. Everything about this, it adjusts as well. Everything about it is very firm. There's no play in it, nothing like that. Very strong HDS 9. Both of the units are linked, so that's really nice, especially when you put a card in here for your maps. You read the maps up there. You can read off your rear transducer, things like that. Consoles, again, pretty clean. The way that the toggle switches kind of work, pretty easy. Kind of in the middle is kind of off. Hot foot, like the hot foot. That's a lot of fun to get up on that Yamaha 250 and roll out with that. Took it out to the Potomac. Learned some things. Definitely learned some things. Learned I need to learn some things. Let's get to this back deck. Some more beef jerky. Right here, I've got a cooler that can be covered by a seat to haul around in third person if need be. I've got it out because, you know, just with hauling two guys, I don't think you need a seat there constantly. It's just nice and firm, something to step on. One of the things that I forgot to mention up front was the day box, and you know, I can see why a lot of people definitely like that. I really like it. I've got all kinds of things in there, from tools to, you know, maybe a launch pass for that day, old lures that I used. I've got a pile of lures right here that I've cycled through today. I just put them there because they're out of the way. I'm not going to step on them, and kind of good place to put them. All right, so on the back of the boat, two rather large, rather deep boxes here. I mean, that's about up to my knee or so. So that's a good depth. Good, can put a lot of planos in there if that's what you want to use them for. I'm keeping this one box for camera stuff. Just pile it in there, keep it ready to go. And On the other side, it's basically a box just the same. I've got stuff like stuff I need, extinguisher, whistles, all that kind of stuff. Woo! And now for the important part, of course, the live wells. Most important thing to have with your live wells are you gotta have good space for good fish right there. And then when you put him in there, woo, you gotta have room for his little buddies. So yeah, so guys, that's the tour of my boat.
It's my boat.
Of course, I've got the power poles which are holding me in place, and the Yamaha 250. So I'm gonna let these guys go because they're feisty still, which is good. I've kept them well circulated, well aerated all throughout the day. Again, just getting used to my boat, and you know, this is definitely looking forward to fishing this for the remainder of this year and of course next year. So as always, guys, don't back up, don't back down. Please subscribe. We'll see you again. All right, finished chewing my beef jerky. Chew with your mouth closed. So, and then meat and potatoes back here are the live wells. Now, each Skeeter live well here's a little slimy son.